one of the things that you guys highlighted was the importance of looking at each employee and making sure that they understand, like, hey, there's this opportunity for a long-term career path and being with the organization and contributing to the overall culture, the overall vision and progress. So what are you guys doing to help, develop, some of those employees, throughout their career?
Great question. Well, as technology evolves, I mean, by the time we're done with this call, we're going to have 3 new things that came out today, right? In security.
Yeah.
But really, it's that continuous training and support, in our collaborative meetings, as well as in our offsites that we do with our team. We're figuring out ways that they want to progress in the industry, maybe as technicians, as sales engineers, and what next steps that they aspire to be. Going back to the seats on the bus, depending on the individual, they have different goals and beliefs that they want to follow for their career path, and we're here to support them. So through connected meetings and touch and goes that we have with our staff, figuring out what direction they want to go, what do they want to specialize in, what is their next step, we're here to support them. And that's through continued education, through vendor credentialing, training, et cetera, for specific softwares and hardwares, and staying up on the cutting edge technology. And we have a gentleman who's certainly a pleasure to work with here, who he comes to me every few months and wants to know, what are we looking at, forecasting to look at, so he can get ahead of the curve, and he starts researching and finding things on it before we even bring it to the rest of the team. Because his goal is to be, with Michael on the technology side and helping select new products and new offerings that we offer to our clients. And then we have others that they want to continue on the AI push and how that's going to help us in security. How can we use AI triggers and analytics to help enhance the site security for our clients? So I don't want to say it's all over the place how we're helping them get there, but we have different tracks for different individuals, and just making sure that we have clear communication with them to ensure that we're going to help meet their goals.
I think encouraging an atmosphere of being humble actually plays a big role in this. And I know that sounds kind of strange, right? But it really isn't. When we all have taken a humble approach to the technology, to what we do, we're never going to get to the point to say we know it all, because we don't. So continuously learning, we realize there's always something new. And that's among our staff, among ourselves, with our customers. It's all right to be wrong sometimes, because we're always learning. And by doing so, we're giving a greater benefit to our staff. We're promoting them to learn, knowing that we don't know everything. I'm the CTO of the company. If somebody comes here and talks to me, I don't care if they're their first day on the job or they've been here for years. I'm going to be wrong at times, and that's all right. And likewise, I promote that it's always all right to be wrong and to learn.
That brings up a really interesting point. Like, have you guys been already using the ideal team player model? Because what you just described is that model of how you bring that into your team. So is that good?
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely. Hungry, humble, smart model absolutely works.
100%. It's amazing.
And to add to that, Justin, the ideal team player is given out to every hire at this company. So we did a book club years ago with those that were existing, where we didn't necessarily force them, but I think we had 80 to 90% success rate on those that either listened to it or read it. But now it's part of your onboarding packet. You're going to get that book. Sometimes it gets handed back and then we give them the, license to go listen to it. I'm a big paperback kind of guy. I like to feel it, touch it, smell it, read it. When it comes to reading, but we give it out with every new hire in their onboarding packet, the ideal team player.
Well, it's great. The story is kind of construction technical, kind of the where Napa, it's local, so it's like kind of has probably some elements to the story that would be attractive, and they would relate to some of those things with some of the guys who are more on the technical side of things. So, but it's such a great book and a great model. And what's so cool is when you're building leaders, servant leaders are just ideal team players who move up into a leadership role. So if you want those like responsibility based ideal team players, servant leaders in your organization, build them up as ideal team players and then elevate them to leadership. So it's such a symbiotic thing with how you guys, it sounds like you're already building your next generation of leaders. So well done.